guys are about to witness is a group of amazing men and women who are all volunteers who are able to function just because of you and your support. And I want to make it very clear that they put so much of their time and resources into just a hunch. They will put everything they have into finding just one person or to go on some type of lead or some type of news. So I want you guys to understand that. And real quick, big shout out to one of the leaders, one of them, which is Zach. This man, you guys, I've developed a new love and respect for this man because he spent all of his savings. He's basically broke. His truck no longer works. There's other things that are going on with this man, but he cannot stop trying to help his community. This man is giving his all. And so I want you guys to remember that as you're watching this. And hopefully you guys really get to see how much these people are really putting in to the recovery of Hurricane Helene.
Make entry into the water same way place we had before. I'm going to need 3 people and waders. We're going to cordon off our section right there by the rock. What that will look like, we know that we always go against the current, right? We don't ever work against ourselves because we want to make sure we're trapping everything in that little cove there. We've got that nice big rock to come off of. We're going to make an L shape with our netting. What we'll need for that is at least 1 engineer stake on one side, 1 engineer stake on the top. I will then make entry from the other side, and this will be my work zone right here. So what that provides for me in the water, and what this kind of lets you guys see with dive ops, we never usually send 1 diver alone. In 4 feet of water, we're going to do that today because we don't have a backup diver, and it's just too small of an area to try and put 2 people in there at once. So this will kind of give us a good leeway into what we're doing for future operations, such as French Broad River, things of that nature. So I need a dive tender. That will be Junie today. Every 3 minutes, you'll give 3 tugs on a rope. I'll give 3 tugs back. If I don't give 3 tugs back, clearly there's a problem there, okay? Or if I'm jerking uncontrollably, I have a problem. So that is our communications plan for when I'm underwater. While I'm above water, I need at least 2 people, 1 upstream, 1 downstream, watching for any sort of debris, all right? Debris that could be harmful to me in the water is going to be, I don't know, a tree log, anything like that that is coming down my way that could drag me with it. So while I'm there on the bottom, I'm going to have 0 visibility. The water's still extremely cloudy, but we're going to have to go off a feel for that. We do have water bags to utilize. Everything that I'm going to be passing up to you guys needs to go into a bucket. We're going to set that bucket off to the side. So we need to grab about 5 5-gallon buckets, and we'll utilize those. The sifters team today will be everybody else that's on shore not doing anything. Got Pickle Rick over here as base. He'll be recording all of our operations today, so we don't have to do that when we come back tonight. So pretty simple day. We're looking at about 2 to 3 hours of work. Not too bad. At this time, does anybody have any questions? The water's a little calmer than yesterday, but it's still up today. So it's not ideal, but we have to work with what we got. So because the next 10 days, guys, it's going to rain every single day. Rickle will be in charge of coordinating with local law enforcement. I'll get you the phone number before we step out. Rick is also our primary medic today, aided by Lewis. Primary rescue team in the event that somebody slips in, something like that, is myself, Lewis, Junie, and the boy Wonder. So you like that one? Yeah. You're welcome, man. Hey, I have plenty of nicknames. So, all right, Claudia, you're going to be my first and foremost line of defense against danger. You're going to be pushed up. We're going to utilize the radios today. We're operating on channel. We will be filming today, so watch our language. I know I'm the worst about it, guys. I swear like a sailor. But do keep in mind that Travis is putting all this stuff together. Soil's super unstable. We want to give at least 2 feet leeway when we're looking over banks. There's no reason to go peering over a bank. I know it seems like it's only a 3-foot fall, but there's a 3-foot fall onto sheet metal and a whole bunch of nonsense that we really just don't need anybody getting hurt. So we can keep eyes on the river from being backed up. We don't have to be right there on it once we have a find until we hand off with local law enforcement and see what they want us to do, if that makes sense.
We are along the Swananoa River. We are getting ready to deploy one of our Zodiacs so that we can get the dive team positioned because we believe that we have something of interest, and if it is what we think it is, we'll be contacting the sheriff and the coroner's office today. We had to find a low spot where we can deploy and launch the Zodiac into the water. So that's what we're doing right now, prepping the site so we can get this Zodiac in the water. I'm wearing a dry suit. This dry suit is designed to keep my body dry in very wet, very cold weather. And this is what we use, the dive team is what we use to get into the water.
So right now the SAR team is clearing a ramp to get this dinghy down here on the bank so that we can go investigate a potential site and get a good confirmation on that. But right now we have to make a ramp suitable for this inflatable boat to go down.
I'm going back to get my drone real quick because I forgot it, but I wanted to tell you guys a couple things. First of all, the SAR teams that are doing all this, man, they're driving around some beat up car. They're spending everything they have here to help people. And I wanted to give you guys a quick idea of just how big some of these debris piles are. And this is not even a big one right here, but this is what civilians are having to contend with to find some of these people. I mean, it's absolutely shocking. And then once certain due diligence is done, obviously they call in the municipalities and then they take over from there. But isn't this just absolutely mind-blowing what these citizens are going to have to do? It's absolutely freezing right now. And I also wanted to encourage you guys to join a SAR, take the training, because there is no doubt in my mind that the SAR is the citizens' army and the only one that's going to be there to protect and recover people. But this is absolutely shocking. I'm going to get the drone right now. We'll get it up and I'll show you guys how they're launching and what they're about to do.
Right now we have a team of SAR members who are prepping this site. We've got Zach, he's the team lead. He's got a dive suit on and he is in the water. And we have a boat that we're fixing to deploy for him. We've got to go downstream a little bit. There's an area that we spotted a couple of days ago that there's probably some remains. And so he's got to inspect that area. And the only way to do that is to put on his scuba gear and to get in the water and see if he can spot something. And so that's what we're doing right now.
And how is Lewis related to you?
Lewis is my husband.
Okay. How do you feel about him doing all this stuff and not getting paid?
Well, I think it's great. It's definitely something that he's passionate about, and I'm here to support him any way that I can. I'm a little nervous about him getting in the water because he's been a little under the weather, as you know, for a couple of days, and it is but freezing cold.
Can you tell the viewers how the community has helped you guys so far?
So far, the community here has been very welcoming to us. And anytime that we have put a request out of things that we need, your YouTube people have definitely responded and helped us tremendously get the things that we need. So we really appreciate that.
And what are the things that you need right now?
Well, we were able to borrow this boat from another SAR team.
Sierra 55.
Yes, Sierra 55. So we drove to Tennessee last night to get this boat from them, but they of course need this as well. So we need to get our own boat. So we have that at all times because a lot of the stuff that we've been finding has been in the water. So the teams will need to continue to have a boat for that.
So currently our team is deploying the raft into the water. We have 2 divers fully suited up, and we are going to have 2 anchormans. They're going to be holding the net to catch any debris from any remains that might come out. So pretty tricky operation today, a lot of risk factors when you're dealing with water, and as you can see on the mountainside, there's a lot of loose sand, mud, a lot of risk for debris. My position is just to currently look out for any debris that might come down and injure our divers or hit any personnel. Like I said, it's not typical, just logs and leaves and whatever you might see. We're having boards and insulation and washer and dryer parts. So anything you might find in your house, you can find in this water.
And why are they bringing the rope? Or can you explain the equipment that they're bringing?
So we have a tie rope. We're going to be using kind of like a pulley system to send buckets to sifters on shore, and the sifters are going to go through the buckets and check for any remains, any pieces of human remains that there might be in that spot that our canines and sonar detector previously located. But if you see the man in high vis, he's actually wearing a thing called a pool bag, and what that does is we can send in equipment if one of our divers go drifting downstream, and that's our way to grab them and get them to shore.
We're here along the Swananoa River today. We're deployed in hopes of being able to retrieve a missing person that we had a canine hit on, as well as the aqua eye. Unfortunately, the weather took a turn for the worst, and the waters rose. We got about 6 inches of rain for the last 2 days, so we came back out here today in hopes of being able to retrieve it. We knew it would be a long shot, however, that has clearly shifted. So every time that we come back with gear, that tends to be the case. So we'll get back out here with dogs. We'll continue sweeping down this river, and hopefully we'll find it next time.
Tell them how you put a ton of resources in and you're not always successful, and how expensive that can get.
It's extremely expensive. So people ask, why do we do this? Well, when you have a loved one who's listed as missing, they are not able to be issued a death certificate for up to 7 years. So what that holds up is that holds up estates, that holds up life insurance payments, that holds up everything that these families who have already suffered enough will not have access to. So with able to recover remains, even just a digit, we're able to get a death certificate issued. So
Tell them how you can't do this without the public helping with funding.
Without public help and funding, we would be at a standstill. So thank you to all who have donated, and thank you to all who continue to donate. We appreciate you very much.
A ton of effort. We put a lot into this mission, but we're on to the next. Fortunately, did not get to excavate today. We're on to our next mission. Just move on and help out with Operation Bring 'Em Home.
I'm out of ideas, I don't know what to do. Most of the times I think I'll make it through, but all that it takes is one image of you and it shivers. Nobody knows the way it shivers. Nobody knows. It hurts just a little when I'm with my friends and we drink till we're done. Yeah. So I can't remember how it would feel to wake up in that bed right beside you. All of the memories I tried to erase just comes back when I'm sober, and I see that face and it shivers. Nobody knows the way it shivers. Nobody knows because it shivers. It's cold and it's dark without you in my arms. Yeah, it shivers it all.